Hi and welcome everyone. This is the Hobo Prepper and I am Friar Tuck. So today I have a special guest today. His name is Michael. You guys know that whenever I find people that are interesting, that are worth interviewing, I always put them up. Okay, so my next question to you, this will be my final question to wrap up the video, is we were talking about this last night in the group conversation about, you know, when shit really hits the fan, when the world really falls apart, you know, what advantages do the homeless have over people like me who are preppers, and the preppers that watch this? What advantage do we have, and what advantage do you think they have, or is there an advantage?
Well, if we got a few minutes, I'm gonna throw a couple of analogies out. How
Go for it.
Age-wise. Remember, I don't know about you, but I know some of the dumbass kids I was around school with. We always put ourselves in these scenarios. Man, when I get older, if I walk in and somebody's fucking with this person's kid, what would you do? Oh, I'd do da-da-da. Most people who prep their life to figure out what they do in a case of chaos, panic. I'm a rare breed. I love chaos. I function well in chaos. I did disaster relief for 15 years, though. I was always in the midst of the chaos. But you know what I love about chaos? It's the only time we come together.
Okay.
Think about this. It doesn't matter what you prep for, because nothing is what it is. Everybody says it is what it is. No, it's what you make it. Problem is, you can prepare for the end all you want. There's only one guarantee in this life. Death. Point blank period. We all gonna die. That's it. Everybody say taxes. As far as a prepping goes, man, you may be prepping for what you need to do to take care of yourself, but we forget there's more than just us. Everything looks cut and dry on paper, but when you actually get out there and start playing around in it, it's not. As far as somebody like me, you know, I'm an enigma, or an extenuating circumstance, as I like to call it. I'm illuminated by a higher power, enlightened from walking the dark. I've been on the both sides. Kevin Gates, by the way. I've been on both sides. Like, my parents, a good upbringing, all this, blah, 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 blah. But you know, the people who've had it the worst, the ones who put that smile on, never know what kind of pain they're really hiding or what kind of struggle they've been through. As far as it all goes, preppers, it's all logistics, logic, you know. But when it comes to chaos, there is no logic. There is no reasoning. I have literally, being on the streets, I have literally seen some dude hit Flocka and then hanging out over there trying to eat his buddy's hand. I had a dude wake up, Mississippi, out of Pensacola, Florida, with another dude's ear in his mouth.
Holy cow.
Done bit the dude's ear off. I mean, how do you survive stuff like that? That's what I was sleeping in. People who are getting high on drugs. You know, there used to be a thing, let's be real, people are going to do drugs, right? So the reason, my father, Louis, not my real father, Mr. Fuentes used to say, you're a white light in a dark place. I learned how to do CPR because I got tired of seeing heroin addicts die. I used to be one. I got tired of seeing people who were smoking crack go off the deep end because they're not getting real dope. So I went into a life that I didn't want to, because the values that I taught, people are going to get high. Somebody's going to make money off it, but if you respect the quality of it, quality over quantity, and I ain't never trying to hurt somebody intentionally. And so as far as it all goes, I've been in situations, man, where, you know, some things I can't speak on, but I can tell you this. When you're trying to count money and somebody's head's getting cut off with a hacksaw because they were short money, it'll teach you how to not to panic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was in certain parts of life, I was further in than most. So yeah, you know, it really, whatever you got going on in here and in here, once you can harmonize them, all this other is bullshit.
Okay.
I mean, I've spoke with you. Me and you spoke. I'm sitting here like, why is this dude? But now I understand. You asked me why it's so important to me. Same to you. Why is this so important to you? I want to get my message out there. I want to share what I was told, that, man, all people need is this much hope. that much fucking hope. It's like that mustard seed. You know, have you ever seen a seed for a redwood?
No.
They're this big.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen a redwood?
Yeah. They're big.
That part. If you plant the right seeds, and no matter what kind of ground it's in.
Yeah.
With all the right elements of the universe, because let me tell you what, this world can change like that. And I've seen it. Yesterday, as we were talking, I was telling my story. And a cloudy day like this, the sun popped out and looked almost like even black. Mike, look, that. I was like, yeah. I mean, not to take away the fact is, I'm screaming for help. I got people pushing me away, exiling me, because everything they told me that book that they've studied for so long is materializing in my life, and they don't think I'm good enough. They think oh well, he's on drugs again. No, I'm not. I've done a lot of drugs. Trust me. I'm off them. I've done a lot of drugs, but I've never had no dope that has made me say, let's look up at the sun all day. I mean,
I don't think I've seen anybody get that high either.
Neither have I. And I've been around a lot. I've sold more dope than most people can lie about. Like my favorite thing, like, no, this is just kind of a funny thing. I mean, I go where I went. I got all these cats. Oh man, I'm moving bricks. I'm like, yeah, well, how much does a brick weigh? Huh? I said, how much does a brick weigh? You're moving them. You should know. 2.2 pounds. I said, how many grams are in a brick? 1,081. But they're moving all this, but they don't know all that. Most people who talk a big game have never set foot inside a stadium.
Okay.
And it's the ones who are the quietest, who just sit back and smile throughout their struggle. They've probably done a lot more and seen a lot more, and that's why they sit back and smile. I'm just glad to be here today compared to where I was. It's just sad to see something so beautiful taking place in my life that I can document and everything, and I can't get one person to fucking look at me to help me through this. As I'm slowly battling, going with it with my man upstairs, I'm getting destroyed by the people around me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the way of life. It's really, you got to see what your actual resolve is. And to answer your statement about why am I doing this, because I've been chronically homeless for about 20 years because of a work accident myself. I had a gun go off on me while I was loading a plane, almost killed an 18-month-old little girl.
I'm sorry.
Happens. But you know, the thing is I know what's coming, just like you know what's coming, and you want to be able to get people at least some fighting chance.
That's it. That's the beautiful part, because he tells us in that wonderful book, for the most part, don't ever go in the same way you come out. Don't let your right hand see what your left's doing. The greatest trick that ever fooled is convincing man he didn't exist. There's some other good shit he's got in there. He talks about extenuating circumstances. My question is this: if this is his greatest creation, and we are his whatever, why the fuck's he gonna destroy this world? Because he's fed up with what we're doing to it. Noah did not just wake up in the middle of a drought and say, hey honey, I'm gonna go build a fucking ark today. You're stupid. No, I'm gonna build this ark, honey, because it's gonna flood tomorrow. It took him 120 some odd years, something like that. I mean, and just like Noah, I know how he feels. Here's this crazy guy staring at the sun. First of all, it's cool as hell that I defy all laws of scientific probability. People are like, 10 years from now, your eyes are going to... It's 10 years from now. Have you seen it without a cloud in the sky? I can stare at it all day. It follows me. I'm walking down downtown Tallahassee yesterday. It's dead in front of my face. Somebody's like, look down. Another kid, Josh Bradford, down in Panacea, Florida. He came up to me one day. He's like, hey, why would God want a king to hold his head down? Ding, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, guys. Well, I want to say thank you, and Michael,
my TikTok.
Well, actually, you're gonna have to send me those links,
okay.
And I'm gonna put them down in the description. That way, if you want to follow him, if you want to go see some of the stuff that he's doing, you definitely can. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. You know how to help out the channel: like, subscribe, share. You could put something in the tip jar. You could go through the affiliate links, or you can come over to Patreon. Now, part of this video is going to be on YouTube as a teaser, but the full interview will be posted on Patreon. So if you'd like to see the full interview, come on over to Patreon. It's $5 a month for daily videos, which will get you access to this video, and it will, or $10 if you want to be able to have live stream replays as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Love.